Hello guys, I'm here to review the G3A3 today, which is the heaviest hitting, most accurate assault rifle in this game of Battlefield 3. Now, I'm going to start off with why this gun would want to be used. Why would you ever use this gun over another one? Long ranges, that's about it. Now I'll also get into why it is actually pretty good at long range, in addition to short range. I think it's good at short range. Just gonna throw that out there. It is pretty good at short range. So let's get into the facts of why. I'm going to start off with the three main reasons why it's so good at long range. Of course, you have to start off with the 550 rate of fire. That is very slow for an assault rifle. It's slower than most of the belt-fed light machine guns. Really, the only guns slower than it are the semi-automatic and bolt-action sniper rifles and pistols. That's about it. Even the AN-94 and full auto and the SCAR L and the L85 and the 8K all shoot faster. The G3 is an incredibly slow shooter, but that coupled with its incredibly low recoil helped you keep this thing right on point. Next, I'm going to go on to damage. Every other assault rifle in this game does 25 maximum damage. That starts to drop off after about 8 meters. Now, the G3A3 also starts to drop off at 8 meters, but it only dips down to 22, which means at the least, it's only going to take 5 bullets to kill. Excuse me, at the most. At the most, it's going to take a measly 5 bullets to kill. Other assault rifles could be less depending on where you hit individuals. Now, another great thing about this gun is it reaches its minimum damage at 60 meters. All the other assault rifles meet their minimum damage at only 50 meters. Where other assault rifles are going to be doing 18.4, the G3A3 is still doing about 30. It's a great rifle. While other assault rifles are only doing about 18, you're going to be doing anywhere from 30 to 25. You should be dropping people 4 shots, 5 shots across the map with headshots. You can 2-shot, 3-shot someone across the map. Someone else, they're going to have to still hit you about 3 times. Or G3A3, it can be a 2-shot all the way across the map. It's pretty great. That damage drop-off really helps it. Now, the last reason I think it is such a beast at long range is its recoil. Now, if you look at it, it does have 0.2 side-to-side recoil. But what you don't notice, or maybe you'll notice and just don't apply maybe some logic to, or you don't think about it in this way, is it's got 0.2 side-to-side recoil on both directions, which means it doesn't go side-to-side. It only goes up at less than 0.5 recoil up. That is extremely easy to compromise with. It has the highest up and down vertical recoil in the game. However, it's easily managed because you don't have to deal with the side-to-side as well. So all you got to do is worry about keeping it down, and that's extremely easy to do. Now, the thing that confuses me about this gun is the muzzle velocity. It only has a 500 meters a second bullet travel speed, which is kind of confusing because it is a long-range weapon. So that's something you have to take into consideration. Maybe with other weapons, you won't have to lead as much as you do with the G3. It's something you just kind of get used to, though, and it shouldn't really affect you too much. Now, another reason this gun is so great at every range is because of its spread. It has the lowest spread in the assault rifle category with an ADS spread of 0.1. This is absolutely insane. Insane. Basically, what this translates into is if you're standing still, and your ADS, doesn't matter if you're full auto. If you control that baby, those bullets are going exactly where you point them. You don't believe me? Do a wall test. Stand still, shoot at the wall, full auto, semi-auto. Guess what? You mag dump and you keep the recoil controlled. Looks like it's gonna be 1 or 2 bullet holes. That's it. Now, when it does come to the hip fire is pretty bad, but you shouldn't really be hip firing this weapon because more than likely you're going to be using it at a long range, which is its master of it's the master of ceremonies when it comes to long range shots. So obviously you're not going to be hip firing. If you ever need to hip fire, you can pull it off. Just try to get into a crouch or even prone. Drop shotting doesn't work in this game though, so it's a jam. Too bad. Oh, so sad. Now, it's also got the lowest initial shot recoil in the game, which means you're not going to shoot it and be like, whoa, what do I do? Now, if you look at other guns in its category, the Scar L has a 2.75 times first shot recoil multiplier. You know what that means? That means it's going to kick almost 3 times as hard as it does normally. So you might overcompensate or might not compensate enough, and you'll completely blow your shot. This is especially bad at long range when the enemies are so small on your screen. The L85 too has a very bad initial shot recoil at 2.5. I mean, let's compare those. These high rate of fire guns that people will be using in close quarters. You think they have the high initial? No, let's look at the AEK. I mean, it's got one of 3.0. That's barely higher than the Scar L. You figure the Scar L should be a lot lower, but it's not. Let's look at the M16A3. 2.5. That's equal to the L85. You know, you figure all these long-range rifles would have these awesome, easy to control initial shot recoils, which they don't. The only one that does is the G3, and that's what makes it such a powerful opponent at long range. Now that I've given you the raw data, I'm going to go into practical applications of why I use this gun sometimes. I like it because it's easy to control, meaning all you got to do is get on point, hold down the trigger, control the recoil, they're dead. If you can't even control the recoil, if it gets off of you somehow, most of the time that'll just lead to a headshot. So, in fact, some might say don't even control that recoil, because all it's going to do is go up. So if you get it on the body, hold down the recoil, you're going to get kills. Now, because of all of these factors, that just the high damage and the incredibly good spread, it's a master at long range. You're going to be picking people off out of head glitches. You'll see me kill many people in this video with head glitches that are in head glitches. And the high damage up front makes it a 2-shot kill most of the time. You're going to get a headshot. This thing just seems to be a headshot magnet. Now, of course, last but not least, let's go into the reload, because that is what can oftentimes kill you in close quarters. It's got a fairly decent reload of about 2 seconds flat. There's a couple assault rifles that are faster than that, the M416, the M16A3, and that's about it. The rest of them are going to be higher. Now, if you blow all your shots, which is kind of easy to do if you're getting used to this gun, because it's only got 21 bullets at any one time, it's got a 3.3 second recoil reload, which is absolutely terrible, and you're definitely gonna hate your life if you actually unload all those shots. So don't do that. Just learn to maybe save 1 bullet at a time and reload, and you're going to be a lot better off. So basically, if I had to score this weapon out of 10 at long range, I'd give it a solid 9. Alright, only gun that really comes close, AN94 or M16. Close range, I'd give it a solid 7.5. It's going to get killed by the F2000 AEK M16 though. So, it's definitely personal preference. If you guys like this video, please do leave a like. If you guys want me to do any other weapon reviews, please ask. And if you're not subscribed and you like my channel, please do subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks, guys. Walrus out.